This is part of my old stomping ground. This scene is just part of my documentary here on the Eagle. It's my old childhood house right here. A lot of great memories. There it is.
Yo, it started in 2000.
That, baby,
Going in
is
the
where it all
house.
started.
Knucklehead, duck in the class.
A lot of great memories. I remember standing at the corner every morning waiting for the bus.
Moms had him working every day, never
Still looks the same too.
from the cleaners, watching them lighting up bogies,
Wow.
rolling up trees and blunts, watching the OGs. After Monday
Incredible,
was
man.
Tuesday dreams.
The city still
High school,
stands.
elementary and school 18. Junior
God's
high
grace
had
is
a
still in this
crush on
area,
Puerto
too.
Rican mommies, walking up the class.
Thank God for that. Hey, what's going on, guys? This is just a brief documentary here of catching a bald eagle. So I'm in this area and I'm told that there's a lot of eagle sightings. I'm a great fan of these animals and great fowls of the air considering what they represent, and also very intrigued how our Father in heaven, the creator of all things in existence, and how he uses them to, you know, do his work, and he uses them all for his loving glory. So I'm gonna be out here today and try to catch this great fowl right here, and we'll see what happens. I was actually just told that, just looking at this sign right here, it's a sign of pointing the direction towards where you can see them. So anyways, I was told that there was none seen today because it's, you know, considering the time of day, but I'm gonna go on ahead and continue to explore, and I'll see you guys in the next scene. Wow, great forest right here. This is my kind of scenery right here. All beautiful nature. My Father's glory. Very relaxing, and it's a great honor just to be able to walk out here and to enjoy the scenery out here. In fact, today is Memorial Day, so happy Memorial Day. And big shout out to all the great ones who was a great service to our country and for the land as well. So as I bear off to the right, I'm just seeing some simple birds right here. Wish it was an eagle, but maybe these little fellas is giving me a sign to tell me, hey, there's an eagle around this area. Sometimes they like to hang out in the trees, so you might catch one in their nest somewhere. Wow. You know what this reminds me of? You guys ever played the game God of War? This is exactly what this reminds me of. Just exploring regions and finding different explorations and so forth. So I'm trying to find some more signs to lead me into the direction of the great eagle, and we'll see what happens. So you guys come on along and enjoy the next scene, and enjoy the journey as well. Whoa, look at this little fella. I don't know if you guys can see it. Looks like a little, what is that, a caterpillar or something? There you go. Anyways, but on to the next scene. This is the sign I was talking about. It's a little resting lounge, and it basically gives you a brief, you know, description of eagles and how they adapt to this area and so forth. So as you can see, it says the bald eagle has been a national bird of the United States since 1782. For hundreds of years, the bald eagle has symbolized swiftness, strength, and endurance. The bald And bald eagle comes from Old English and means marked with white. Man is the eagle's only enemy, having brought the bird close to extinction through habitat destruction. The use of pesticides and indiscriminate killing. In 1940, the United States passed a law making it illegal to kill, possess, sell, or trade bald eagles. Their nest feathers are eggs. In 1978, the U.S. Endangered Species Act listed the bald eagle as endangered in 43 of the lower 48 states and threatened in the remaining 5 states, and etc. It's a great pictures they caught of the eagles right here. So caught this little fella right here. It's amazing how nature works. All right, little man, I gotta let you go. Say hi. Where's your little face at? Where's your little face? You know what I feel like I am right now? I feel like I'm one of those National Geographic film documentariers, or photographers, if you will. It's just an incredible way to capture nature and the things inside of it. So I'm still trying to spot the great wing of the air. And like I said earlier, if you look up in a tree, sometimes you could spot some. In fact, they like to build their nests, especially in this particular region right here. I believe I photographed the eagle last year. It wasn't around this time, but it was actually in the colder season. So it seems that more eagles are spotted in the winter months. Right now we are in the season of the end of spring, so there's still a few eagles that you can spot in this season. So I'm gonna continue on ahead and explore and see what I can catch. And I'll see you guys in the next scene. guys. So I'm trying to figure out what that sound is, or what animal that is. It almost sounds like a frog. So I notice I'm in a swamp area here. So I'm assuming it's some kind of amphibian, or it almost sounds like a duck almost too. But so I'm still trying to spot my eagle. Still nothing yet. It's about 3:59 in the afternoon. So I did a little research and I found out that most eagles are spotted around late in the evening time, between the hours of 4 and 9 o'clock. So hopefully I can spot one. I just heard something go in the swamp, in the water here. I'm like, yo, that's one thing about God's creation and nature. It's so mysterious. It's so fun. It's so adventurous. So I'm gonna head on to the next scene. I'll see you guys in the next one. Right, guys, so unfortunately I couldn't photograph my eagle today. But what I will do is I will share the photograph of the eagle that I caught a while back. It wasn't too long ago. I believe it was like in the late time of last year. And it was like the perfect time to catch it. I clearly remember to this day. I was walking by the forest, and I was walking by a few other photographers, and they were like, there's an eagle spotted right up there in those tall trees over there. So I glancingly look over to my left, and there goes my guy. There goes my great wing of the air sitting in the tree there. Yeah, so it was just a great time to be able to photograph that great species that God created. And you know what eagles remind me of and what they symbolize? And my father is showing me right now that they symbolize strength, they symbolize courage, they also symbolize great leadership. And you ever notice that while going in the path of life, while you're pursuing your divine purpose or divine calling, and when you seek that path and start to walk that path, you'll notice that it's going to be very hard and very challenging. And you will notice how you will need great perseverance in order to succeed and in order to make it in that path that you are pursuing. And so it kind of reminds me of the eagle. And when I stated that when you're going to be pursuing this path, you're going to be walking this path alone, because not too many people will pursue greatness or pursue and chase after the heart of God. So like I said earlier, as great as the eagle is, they soar alone, but yet they find their strength and they find their courage from their creator that lives within them. So we are too like those eagles that soar in the sky, and we have a great time to think about our Father and how he can help us to pursue and continue to make it in our journey and our divine calling in this lifetime. All right, guys, so you're not going to believe this. So I'm looking at all the footages I just caught for this documentary, and my father just reminded me that I did see an eagle today. I did see it and witness it with my own eyes. I just never got a chance to photograph it. So I'll tell you a quick story. I was walking towards the edge of near the cliff right there, and I noticed that eagles like to hang around that spot because they like to hunt for their fish, and they like to try to get their meal for the day or in that particular time. So as I'm near that cliff, I see a couple people kayaking over by the river right there, and there's another guy that's kayaking as well. So he Before he passes those two other people, the guy simply points up and he goes, "Hey, look, there's a bald eagle up there." So me, I go on ahead and I look up, and there it is, that eagle soaring right there above my head. I just missed it. I had my camera ready, was ready to photograph it. In fact, I did try to shoot a shot, but I just never caught it. It was just a moment in time that was missed in that opportunity right there. But speaking of that, I'm seeing a couple of fowls fly over me right now as I'm making this the rest of this documentary here. But it was just a great honor to see an eagle in person. But you know, again, unfortunately, I wasn't able to photograph it today. But again, I will share that picture with you guys of the one I caught a few months back. And it was just a great privilege to be able to experience that moment in my lifetime. And so also I remember I shot a scene and took a video of a simple caterpillar. And the Lord has given me this time to pay attention to nature. And he's using these specific animals and causing my soul to be very intrigued by them and how they work and how they become developed. So notice the caterpillar, how it comes out of the cocoon, how it has to be pruned inside that cocoon in order to become that beautiful butterfly. And also the butterfly, which is another great wing of the air, just like the eagle. So I will share with you guys the picture of the great eagle I caught a few months ago. And it was just a great honor to be able to go out today and explore and to shoot this documentary and make this film as well. So I'm gonna go on ahead and finish the journey of this life and continue to explore my Father's heart. And you guys enjoy the rest of your year, enjoy the rest of your day, and continue to be strong in this life. I'll see you in the next journey. It's your boy Robbo.